Hey guys, Jeff here. Today I want to do a quick video on a rocket stove. I just want to install it, and hopefully if it cools off tonight, I'll go ahead and fire it up and see how it works and give it a test run. I'm up here at my old house in a shed I built quite a few years ago, installing a rocket stove that I built quite a few years ago. Alright, this is the stove I wanted to install. I'm going to go ahead and put it in this corner here. I started building a shelf. I'm going to cut some more 2x6s, get a top on that. And I'm going to clean the stove up, try to get a fresh coat of paint on it, and install the flue pipe and get it set in place. And then I'm hoping to fire it up. Okay guys, I have installed the stove. I put the top on my little shelf, and I went ahead and put just a cheap cookie sheet. It's I believe I picked it up at Target for a few dollars, and that's just to help me keep the pellets contained in case something rolls out. Took a little while to get it installed. It goes through the wall. I wasn't going to light it. I wasn't going to test it today. It never cooled off. It's like 75 degrees, but once I got it in, I went ahead and lit it. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to go ahead and light it up and see what it was going to do installed. So it's been running about 3 or 4 minutes. Man, longer than that, maybe 6 or 7 minutes. But let's see what I got for you. We're already around 442 degrees on the top, 410 on the very top of it. I don't know if that's going to show up. There it is. I'll probably get something warmer. .465. It's a little warmer than I wanted it to be outside, and I didn't know if it would run at all. Let's see if we can catch any kind of it's got a little bit of a rocket sound. And for now, my hopper is just this piece of vent, 3-inch vent. Let me go ahead and see if I can get a look at the we get some flame down there when the pellets dump, when they drop out. I don't know, this thing may be too hot to get it. Yeah, I'll get a glove. I'll go find a glove and take that off, and we can take a look inside there. All right, I'm back with a glove. It's a really nice rocket sound. Running on pellets. I'm not sure I have explained this. I should give you the backstory on this. And this is, it's going to be stuck in there. Huh. Well. All right then. Troubles. Huh. Boy, that metal heated up on me, and there she goes. And that's why I have the cookie sheet. Let's take a good look inside there. So we got a lot of pellets in front of the hole. The riser tube is only 2.5 inch. Went in pretty easy. And I knocked a lot of pellets down in there, so now we got flame. Let's check it out. I'm hot right now standing here, but we don't have cold weather yet. And I was hoping it would cool down tonight. We got 534 on top. This is 483, that's Fahrenheit. .322 on the bottom. So it's running good. What I need to do is wait for cooler weather. But I'll work on this in the meantime and get a hopper, something more permanent. And I need a way to adjust the burn box. The problem I've had is that the burn box, if I drop a lot of pellets down, that in the burn box, the burn basket will slide up and down in there. And I have that little piece of metal wedged in there to hold it steady. If I put a lot of pellets in front of the horizontal burn chamber, then I get a really hot burn. I go through a whole lot of pellets. If I raise it up to try to cool things down and slow it down, it tends to just cool down, and then the pellets sort of ash up and they don't fall through, and then it sort of just cools off and stops burning. So I'm trying to find a happy medium in there. This is my latest burn box. I probably built 3 or 4. I guess you would call it a burn basket. I'll give you a tour of this next time. But anyway, for now, that's what I got. .536. Did I say 536? Yep, 542. A little over 5 up top. Let me get back and get a bird's eye view here. Not a very big rocket stove. It was supposed to be designed for a shed or something, but I just never got a chance to install it anywhere until today. Okay, just a quick update before I go. This thing just kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I couldn't get it to slow down. I kept raising the burn basket up, and I eventually got over 600 degrees on the very hottest part up here, which says error on my little cheap thermometer here when it goes over 600 degrees. So what I did is I moved the burn basket backwards, which allowed some air to get in front of it, and pulled it towards me, and that slowed it down. Now we're running a more sustained rate here. That's been the problem with this stove. I built this maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and I never had a place to install it. And I just would tinker with it in the wintertime. I'd pull it out in the backyard and set it on a table and just run it with a flue pipe straight up in the air, and build different burn boxes for it, burn baskets. And now what's happened is my parents have moved out of a house that I had bought a long time ago. My parents were living here, and they've decided to move into something where there's no yard to mow, and they've moved into an apartment as they're getting older. So I was able to come up here and do some work and kind of turn this into my man cave, I guess you could say. And I thought it'd be a good idea to install this. And see how well it runs when it's actually installed somewhere. Quite honestly, it's hot in here, but it's not cold outside either, so we'll have to wait for cooler weather, but it is installed. And I do believe I have it to a place that's even, at least, not runaway hot. And you can hear the pellets dumping. Anyway, that's it. I'm probably going to wrap this up. I'll probably do a more in-depth video on this as I do some, excuse me, I'll do some modifications on this, get a hopper, find an easier way to adjust the burn basket up and down and in and out. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Thanks.